Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finals of the Melbourne Legacy League.
We ready?
Yeah.
Um,
Welcome back to the booth.
Welcome back.
This is
Uh,
Ricardo Brigado.
and Patty Robertson.
That's right. That's who we are. We are. Yes, you can see it
We are
down there
here.
as well. You can see it there. In case you've forgotten. Yeah, we're here for the finals.
Yeah.
We've got a matchup between is it Daniel
Daniel Hoshaus.
Hoshaus? Okay. Is that a German descent? Do you think? I don't know. Let's not speculate on it. Probably, but let's not speculate on it. Yeah. So we got Daniel Hoshaus playing blue white. I guess it's countertop.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's countertop, but he has the Align computer package. We would have seen him. We saw him on camera for the semifinals.
Yeah.
And against him, we have Jacob Phillips, who is playing mono red sneak attack.
Yeah. At least that I didn't see much.
Yeah,
around about.
Generally, you think of these sneak attack decks as being the blue red sneak and show lists, but this, Jacob's no blue cards at all.
No, it's
Focusing on sneak attack and a bit more disruptive elements. So he has like Chalice of the Voids and Blood Moons.
Yeah, I think it's a choice of metagame.
I guess so.
Because Blood Moon is really good in this metagame, and Chalice of the Void is just so strong.
Yeah, Chalice of the Void's a very powerful card, and it's something you can't really play if you play the blue spells. Because you play the blue spells so you can play cantrips.
That's why that Matthew in the semifinal, we saw in the semifinals he was playing Mad, just because Chalice of the Void and Trinisphere are really strong in this format.
Good cards at the moment.
And there are not many players that are just playing Wasteland in this metagame.
Yeah, Wasteland's really dipped in popularity, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's really down.
It's interesting that Blood Moon. You think Blood Moon is good, but Wasteland isn't.
I think they are still good, but it depends on the matchup because like Blood Moon, it's not good because if you play against a Blue Red Delver.
Yep.
And like Wasteland is good.
Yeah.
But other players, like other decks, is just too strong.
Okay. Well, there's no Wastelands here, so but there are some Blood Moons. Blood Moon not very particularly good against Dan's deck because he has a bunch of basic lands. But we should get down to the match and just get it started.
We're going to get started.
All right.
So
who finished higher in the Swiss?
Jacob finished higher in the Swiss, so he can choose either to play or draw. But I think
obviously we're gonna go with playing here. Yeah, we'll assume he's playing.
Yeah, there was no player with manaless dredge. So
that's right.
Everybody just choose to
play first. Yes.
Yeah. Really strong in Legacy too.
Eschewing the popular trend of drawing first in constructed, particularly Eternal formats. Yeah.
So
what do you think the key cards in this matchup are? What do you think that? Obviously, if the game goes very long, I think Daniel's kind of like a heavy favorite. What needs to go right for Jacob early on?
I think that Jacob has a few cards that must find, and those are like Through the Breach and Sneak Attack.
Yeah, so the combo
most
pieces.
Of all. Yeah, the combo pieces.
Yeah.
The good thing is that he can cast the Inferno Titan through the copies of Cavern of Souls that he has.
Sure.
So the counter.
Naming Titan, I believe. Titan.
Inferno Titan, yeah.
Oh, does he name Titan or Giant? It's Giant, right? It's a creature type.
Giant.
Yeah, the creature type is Giant. Yeah.
I think
it's Giant. I don't think Titan is a creature type.
I'm not sure about it. But anyway, whatever he names, I think he's just naming it right.
That's right, yeah. Whichever one the Inferno Titan is, he will name that.
Yeah.
So looking at hands here, I see Blood Moon, Sandstone Needle, Mountain, and 4 other cards from Jacob that I can't quite see that are a bit obscured. But he has mana, and like fast mana as well. And Dan has a few lands and a bunch of brainstorms and a counterspell with a detention sphere.
And the detention sphere. Detention sphere is good in this matchup.
I think that hand's good from Dan. I'd like to see the rest of Jacob's hand before I make a call on it, but it looks like he should probably keep it based on the fast mana. Dan is Dan
is taking the mulligan.
Dan has decided that he's mulliganing. That's interesting. I thought his hand was good.
It's interesting, yeah. I wonder why. I wonder if he's just like going to find some other disruption.
Is there a specific card that he wants, do you think?
I don't think so. Like probably he just wants to have a countertop, but it's not that you have mulligan to find the countertop.
Yeah, I don't quite follow that mulliganing there, but like I played against Dan in the Games Lab Legacy League a while ago, and he was playing countertop, so he's been playing it for a long time. So I'd assume he's at least got there's a method to his madness. Here comes Jacob on the Turbo Chalice plan. All right.
Okay, there's a force of will or not?
No, no force of will here. So top is locked out of the game.
Uh,
There will be no tops in this game. And if there's one thing I've learned about countertop, is that it's not very good when there's no top.
Yeah, and I see also there's a copy of Sword to Plowshare,
So it's about his Brainstorm as
Brainstorm.
well. Yeah.
He has just two cards that he cannot cast in hand.
Okay, so when we speculated on important cards for Jacob, Chalice of the Void,
Yeah.
I forgot about, especially on the play.
That's really good.
One thing I've been doing a lot of when I play against this countertop deck is like the only card I really care about is top. Like I
Is top.
force of will top.
Yeah,
Yeah. Even if I have combos in hand or like other things I could be doing, and I could fight over other mission. If you just cut them off top, the deck is very lackluster.
so we see that there's a white card that is Meddling Mage naming a Sneak Attack.
Meddling Mage named Sneak Attack. Yep.
Yeah, one of the two cards that is afraid of. The other one is Through the Breach.
Yeah.
We see Blood Moon.
And
Okay.
are there any basics for Daniel? Oh, Dan's
There's
force of
going
willing
to
here.
Force of Will. Yeah, there's
Yeah, that's an
there was a
aggressive-
dead card in hand anyway, so it wasn't.
Yeah,
much
the Brainstorm
a
is
loss.
dead. Yes.
Yeah,
So there's two main deck Pyroclasms for Jacob that can deal with this meddling mage. So we have one basic island and one Caracas in play. So yeah, it would have cut him off
Yeah.
white mana here. I think this game's going pretty well for Jacob, to be perfectly honest.
yeah. There's a tutor in hand, Lightning Tutor. That is another
A dead
Dead
card.
card.
Yeah, and he has a fetch
so
land, dead
it's,
card.
It's just relying on that meddling mage.
Yeah, I mean, this meddling mage might go coast to coast, but it
Yeah.
seems like Jacob's got plenty of time to set up and do what he wants to do here.
Do you agree on the choice of Daniel of forcing that Blood Moon? I think I would have.
I'm not certain that I would.
No.
But I think that, like, my hand is kind of stainsy anyway.
Yeah,
Like,
in this moment you have the meddling mage naming Sneak Attack.
I would be protecting my meddling mage.
Yeah,
to be
I just
perfectly
protect
honest.
that, or if you cast Through the Breach, just
Yeah.
counter that.
So here comes Chalice for 2, locking down out of counterbalance, I
Yeah,
assume, and more
yeah.
so the meddling mages and the one-off counter spell. Also, Rest in Peace.
Rest
so
in
yeah,
Peace,
Daniel has
everything.
3 copies of Enlightened Tutor, 2 Rest in Peace, and a Helm of Obedience in his main.
Yeah, and now he has 3 dead cards in hand because he just drew a top.
All right.
So it's just a game of waiting.
Yeah.
Either Jacob dies for that meddling mage, or either he finds something to cast.
Exactly.
So a useless
A useless Terminus,
terminus in this moment.
here. Yeah, so there's not very many live
just-
cards here for
Just
Dan.
reminds that terminus, even if you pay 1, you can still cast on under the Chalice of the Void because the
Convert mana
mana
costs 6,
is
obviously, yep.
Yeah.
So here we go, just a bunch of mana sources for both players. So Dan found a Force of Will. Okay.
Okay, so we
So
have a
here we go.
clarification that Inferno Titan is a giant.
Yes, because
Indeed.
Cavern Assault is also naming giant. Okay, so there's a detention sphere actually. That's pretty good for Dan.
Oh yeah,
Dan eat up both those Chalice of the Voids
that's really good.
and then unlock his hand entirely. Yeah, here he goes. He's going for it as well.
I think that now he's quite happy to have just
Yeah. Are there any?
countered that Blood Moon.
Oh yeah, certainly. Are there any red blasts in hand? In
I
Jacob's
didn't
deck?
see.
Oh, even if they were, they couldn't be cast.
Yeah, no, there's no. Even in the
There
sideboard.
aren't even any in the sideboard.
No.
Wow, that's aggressive.
He's playing Shattering Spree in the sideboard.
That's interesting. He must have seen some people playing that mud deck.
Yeah.
All
Probably
right.
they're there for Jita or no, not for Jita actually, but like
So surprisingly, Daniel didn't de-sphere those chalices. Doesn't seem particularly fussed by it. I suppose he's actually ahead here. He's winning. He's got the thing in play.
yeah.
I still would be.
He's going for it now.
Yeah. Interesting that he chose to wait a turn.
I don't know.
I suppose
why.
he was the only blue card in his hand for Force of Will.
Okay, he was waiting for another one, but he didn't find it.
No, he did not find it, so he just snapped it off anyway. So he got tired of waiting. So you're gonna attack here. He's probably gonna pass the turn back, I imagine. Wants to save that fetch land for a top act.
Yeah.
To refresh the top of his deck. Here we go. Chalice of Void for 1 again, and we're back in the same spot.
Yep. Well, now you can cast the
He
counterbalance.
might cast Enlightened Tutor here.
Yeah. To find counterbalance.
So the decision to not play top last.
Rest in peace. He has the
Yeah, he has the helm in hand.
he
so
has
he
the
can-
helm in hand. So he can
He'll go
and
get
find
rest in peace
the
here, I'm
rest in
sure.
peace.
Yeah, and that'll be the end of that.
Well, you still have to cast both, so it would be two
Yeah, so we need to
turns.
draw a land. Oh no, he needs. Yeah,
No,
he needs 2 turns. Yeah,
he can
he can just play Helm this turn
yeah,
and then
have this
untap and
turn.
kill him next
Yeah.
turn. So Dan struggling to find a basic of his choice. There he goes, probably getting a Tundra or yep, ignoring the threat of
Yeah.
Blood Moon.
He couldn't go searching for a planes anyway.
Oh, it was a flood. It was a flood.
Yeah, it was a Skeletor.
Of course, yeah.
So let's see if I
Trying to find his rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Or is he going for humility?
There's no way he's going
No,
to
he
humility.
doesn't
Yeah.
have a in a
He has to
in
get
the
it.
main deck. Yeah,
Yeah, he has to go
Yeah.
get rest in peace here.
check his hand and see that he has
Just
the helm.
reminding himself that he has a combo in hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting choice.
I didn't like this.
Look, there's a reason that you can let's try and understand his line of thought as to why he wants to do this.
Well, you see that there's a Chalice of the Void there at one.
Yeah,
So,
so there will be no tops. There will be no brainstorming to set
No.
things up. Also, the converter mana, the distribution of converted mana cost in Jacob's deck is pretty high.
yeah.
It skews pretty high. Like he's got all these Soul Ring lands so that he can cast expensive stuff. I'm very
So-
surprised that he didn't just go and try and close the game out there. I suppose maybe he thinks that this Meddling Mage is going to get it done, but that was very overly cautious if you ask me. And he didn't even play it.
No, it's just keeping it for Force of Will.
Oh, that's okay. All right, I sort of understand that. I don't agree with it, but I
don't
understand
agree with it, but yeah,
There comes Helm. Maybe you can just mill in the old-fashioned way.
yeah, or just
Also, the dude has Emrakuls in his deck,
yeah,
but they get exiled if he has Rest in Peace.
yeah.
So do not trigger.
He's just waiting for draw one of the 3 copies of Rest in Peace.
Yeah. It's surprising to me that he would,
2 copies, sorry.
yeah. So, so Dan's sitting there and trying to protect himself. Jacob just running out a Lotus Petal for no value.
Well, no, he can cast he can hard cast Emrakul.
That's true. He can hardcast Emrakul, but he doesn't need to. He's not restricted on Lotus Petal drops per
Yeah.
turn. Are we going coast to coast with this? It looks like it's going coast to coast.
And that's it.
Oh wow.
Is this it? I think he drew another land
Yeah.
for the turn.
I think we're going to game 2 here. I'm fairly certain that we just. He's dealing 4 damage to himself. And Daniel celebrating the fact that he successfully named Sneak Attack.
Yeah.
And then Jacob drew Sneak Attacks. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that was a strange game.
It was.
Yeah. I didn't realize how low on life Jacob was.
Yeah. It just takes 10 time.
Just 10 turns. Just 10 turns of Meddling Mage.
Does that remember you something?
Of Coast to Coast Meddling Mages.
Oh no. Mutable?
Oh, Mutavolt's Coast to Coast. I'll always remember them fondly.
Yeah.
I got him back with them.
Yeah, just a reminder that here we are talking with Patty, and
Yes.
he was the finalist at GP Melbourne last year, and there were some strange games of
There was some,
just coast to coast mutable.
the
for
quarterfinal.
win.
I played the blue white mirror in the quarterfinals, and we in game two I thought seized him, and then he attacked me 9 times with Mutavolt, and I died. And in game 3, he thought seized me, and then I attacked him 9 times with Mutavolt, and I died. It was an interesting experience.
Yeah, well, at least you won
Oh yeah,
the game 3.
I'm quite grateful I won the game 3. Yeah, yeah. No, that was an important match to win.
Yeah.
This was before top 8 qualified you. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
you had to do
top
do
4
top 4
invites,
for the
yeah.
invite. It was really good, and you did quite good in the Pro Tour as well.
I did okay at the Pro Tour. I played very badly, but I finished top 50. So
That's
you
a
know,
good.
it's like the result itself I'm comfortable with, but my performance itself, my personal performance, I was not particularly impressed with.
Yeah. So the next Pro Tour will be Modern.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
be
modern and it's
waiting for that.
in DC. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We've got a bunch of good players going this
Yeah.
year. So Wilfie's going, who was in the booth before, and we saw on camera in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Sam Loy,
Another good
who's
player.
yeah,
He's doing a good rush to
yeah,
this
another
year.
yeah. He's been playing a lot of Magic and
Yeah.
putting up a bunch of strong finishes. Yeah, so he's going. He's another Victorian. Who else have we got? We've got
Dom Ravenside.
Donran Ravensvaj,
Yeah.
who's lives in New South Wales, but is also from originally from the Netherlands. But he came 12th or 13th at the last Pro Tour, and is
Uh,
locked up silver for the year as well. So he's kind of
yeah,
invited to the next
it was
three or four events.
just out of the top eight,
Yeah,
like
yeah, he was like
11th, I think.
one round. He was one win out of top eight.
Yeah,
So yeah, he did fantastically, and he's locked up silver for the year. So Australia's got a silver pro, and
yeah,
they're obviously attending. Who else is going? Maitland Cameron's going. A
yeah.
friend of ours from Tasmania. He top eight at Grand Prix Sydney, and he's going. And the winner of Grand Prix Sydney, Paul Jackson's going as well. He
Right.
deferred his invite along with Maitland. Yeah, so we've got a really nice, strong Australian
Yeah.
team going this year.
It would be good.
I'm looking forward to seeing the coverage and maybe helping him prepare as well.
Yeah, I remember.
We've got to get that band restricted announcement first, though.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, next week, I
think
believe. Yeah, Fate
yeah.
Reforged comes out, and with it, we get the band restricted list announcement. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see Treasure Cruise getting axed.
Yeah, probably
Yep.
yes.
Yeah, from the modern format. Maybe
I
not
don't know.
Legacy, but
I don't
from
think
the
that
modern format.
Dig Through Time is going to.
I don't think they're going to
ban.
axe Dig Through Time just yet. I think they're going to
Um,
just do Cruise and Ascendancy. Just guys Ascendancy.
It didn't have much of an impact. Like, yeah,
Hey,
it
look,
didn't-
if they don't ban it, it's going to dominate the Pro Tour. It's so good.
it's good, but I think they're going to wait for the Pro Tour to see if
Yeah.
they really have to ban that card.
Yeah, look, I'm
I'm-
all
I'm-
for degenerate formats. I like dumb things, and I like it when there's like an obvious kind of like super powerful thing that goes on in a format. It really makes it makes like deck building and deck selection decisions really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, or up until this point in time, up until Khans came out, Modern felt like this format where there was like 30 decks that you could play, and none of them were more correct. One was never more correct than the other one. Really, you just played what you had, and when you got paired against someone, you just played a random match where you didn't really know to expect. And so it made your sideboarding choices really hard. Like, do I run these Stony Silences and maybe never play against Affinity?
Yeah.
Or do I play something more generically useful? And now Modern's got this kind of, this
And pass.
axis along which it operates. Like, one mana cantrips are really good, and Treasure Cruise are great.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of defined what's good. Delver is his deck that everyone's out to beat. And that kind of defines what you can and you can't do, and everything operates around that. And you can make interesting deck selections and card selections for your deck based on that information. And Ascendancy is the same thing. Like, when you have a busted combo deck that you have to prepare for, that dictates what decks are good against that. Blue aggro control decks are good against combo decks, and then what's good against blue aggro control decks. And you pick the decks.
Yeah, but the fact is that it's not Ascendancy the strong card in the deck. The strong card in the deck is still Treasure Cruise.
Yeah, or
Because,
Dig Through Time.
Or Dig Through Time, yeah.
Yeah.
So without the card, you couldn't play the deck, I think.
I think that's right. Yeah.
So if they ban Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time, even if there's no like really a good point to ban Dig Through Time,
Yeah.
I think that the Ascendancy deck is going to lose a lot of power.
Oh, it definitely loses power, but the rest of the format loses power around it.
Yeah,
I still think like none of those cards are like critical to you actually killing them. You kill them by having Ascendancy play and a mana creature or Fate Stitcher.
yeah.
And
That's right.
those cards still exist. It's still a one card combo basically.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let's-
I'm talking about a format that we're not actually
Yeah.
focusing on today. We're here after game one. Daniel playing blue white counterbalance in Legacy, not Modern. He won game one with a meddling mage coast to coast. Yeah, 2/2s all
It
the
just
way.
take 10 time to attack and
That's right. That's
win
right.
against your opponent.
A bunch of other things went on around, but it was all irrelevant basically. Yeah.
All around that meddling major, but the strongest part of that meddling major was that I was naming sneak attack.
Yeah, a critical card for
yeah.
Jacob's deck.
Jacob was dead with 2 copy of sneak attack in hand. He showed his opponent he had sneak
Yep.
attack and
Yeah.
Emrakul. It was just okay. I
Yeah,
cannot
he
win
just needed to
against
draw
that.
one of his 2 pyroclasms, but he didn't get
Yeah,
there.
I think. Would have you played the Chalice for 2 when you know that your out to meddling mage is
Pyroclasm?
Pyroclasm?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
In fact,
as well.
almost definitely not.
Yeah.
But anyway, we won't dwell on that. Here we
Probably
go.
it was just
Let's have a look at the sideboards
Yeah.
for a minute, just quickly. So yeah, in Jacob Phillips' sideboard, so he's playing mono red sneak attack. He has defense grids, Trinispheres, Blight Steel Colossus, more Blood Moons, another Pyroclasm, a Boseiju who shelters all, two Grafticus cages, and two Shattering Sprees.
I think we're going to see Boseiju
You think? I think we'll see Boseiju as well.
for
I also think we'll see
sure.
defense grid.
Defense grid as well.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to bring in the Trinisphere, even if.
No, I don't think so either. Jacob's deck is Daniel's deck is more set up to play lands and get around that sort of
Yeah.
effect. It's not like a land light Delver deck.
No.
And
Yeah,
on Dan's side of the equation, though, we have a card we saw in the semifinals, Humility,
it is really good.
which is an incredible card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we have Trinisphere in Jacob's hand.
Okay.
Forget
We
I
were
said
proved
anything.
wrong.
Yes, we were wrong. Yeah. I see. Some copies. More
Yeah,
copies
there's
of Terminus.
Wear and Tear that's going to come in.
Yeah, Wear
for
and Tear
sure.
definitely come in. Yeah.
Counterspell, Flutterstorm.
Yeah, I'll definitely bring in Counterspell. I might not bring in Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm's very good at fighting in counter wars, but
It's alright.
there's no fighting.
Yeah.
You're fighting over enchantments here. You can't Flusterstorm sneak attack.
Yeah, there's still Through the Breach that.
That's true. There is still Through the Breach. I feel like you can probably pick that up
Yeah.
with like collateral other things.
Vendilion Click could be good.
Yeah. Oh, does he have another V-Click on the board? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would definitely bring in the V-Click because it's another piece of pressure. So here we go. We have a fetch into Enlightened Tutor after a. Oh, hang on. How was he casting this?
In response.
Oh,
to
in
the-
response to this
yeah.
the thing. Yeah. I thought we'd
Transfer.
gotten a little bit further than that. All right.
And we see there's a
Glary card.
Yeah, I think it's Humility.
It may be Humility. It could be anything. Even a Humility.
Too shiny.
It's too shiny. Yeah. A lot of fluorescent lights here at Games Laboratory. It's Snaring Bridge,
Snaring Bridge, yeah.
which is a nice card
Yeah.
for this matchup.
quite good.
Yep. I assume that
And it costs 3, so.
yeah. I assume that Jacob's brought in at least some answers to artifacts that will
Yeah.
shut him down, though he doesn't
think
seem to have
that-
a single answer to Humility in his deck.
No, but there's an answer to the Snaring Bridge in Shattering Spree. He
Yeah.
has 2 in the sideboard.
Yeah, I
don't
wonder if
know.
he brought them
Yeah.
in.
It can expect
Yeah, so we have a judge call. We've got it looks like Jacob's like picked up 2 cards basically for his turn. A pretty common mistake that happens when your sleeves stick together and you just pick the second one up.
I think that the first card is going to be drawn and the second one is going to be shuffled away.
Yeah, I agree. Assuming Jacob's seen the second
Yeah.
one, then we shuffle them away. Yeah,
Um,
that is how I would rule on it.
so who's going to rule over it? Do we have to go? I just
Yeah, all right.
just go and rule over it.
I'm ruling over it. No, we have level 3 judge extraordinaire Fabian Peck in the building.
Yeah, there's a.
Hang on a sec.
Okay.
Just gonna seek a little bit of clarification on what's going on here. Do we have the fix? I might go and rule on this.
Yeah. You're a level 1 judge. So. So, Petty went to rule over it. So, since he's a level 1 judge, he went to say he must keep the first card in hand and then shuffle away the other one. Is a warning for Jacob Phillips. Nothing else happened. We can go back to the game. Yeah, it should be a warning, but like
Yes.
it is a warning.
Yeah. So
If that happens other 2 times in this game, it would be.
yeah. So Dan's
game lost,
gonna
but-
so Jacob's gonna make sure not to do that again, and
Yeah.
Daniel will be crossing his fingers, hoping that his opponent does it twice more.
There's another good way to win the league.
No, it's not a very nice way to win. Yeah. So for those of you who kind of missed the ruling, we've just got a bunch more cards falling over there. Yeah. So
Probably news leaves for Jacob.
just for you guys at home, if this happens to you at the table and you want a reasonable fix to this, what you would do is you take the card that you've seen, and you put that back on top of the deck, and the card that you would draw for the turn you set aside, and you shuffle your library, and then draw the card that you were going to draw naturally for the turn, but you shuffle the one that you've seen into your deck randomly.
Okay.
So here we go, City of Traders into Chalice of Void for 1,
And
and we have Bridge in play.
Okay. So what's the ruling of Shattering Spree against the Chalice of the Void?
Shattering Spree against Chalice of Void. So basically, So Chalice of the Void doesn't prevent you from casting spells that cost 1 mana. What it does is it counters spells that cost 1 mana when you play them.
When you play it.
Yeah. So what happens, and the same, how Replicate works is when you put this on the stack, you get a trigger similar to the Storm trigger that sits above the Replicate, and then you just pay as you choose how many times you want to replicate the spell, and that you do that when you cast a spell, obviously, but like then the trigger resolves and you get all those copies. So what happens with the Chalice is that it counters the original spell, but all the copies still stay on the stack. Yeah.
Right. That's why it's going to play the Chalice on 1.
And don't ask me how it interacts with Trinisphere.
I think this just I have to pay 3 for the first one, and
has to pay 3 for the first one and 1 for the rest of the copies. I believe that's true. And here's the real question though: like, can he pay? Is putting 3 copies on the stack? So he wants to go like replicate twice. Does that count as paying 3?
I have no
These
idea.
are the tough questions.
Yeah.
So here we are. We have with cracking a fetch line, but we have Counterbalance in play and Ensnaring Bridge and a bunch of cards in hand for Dan.
So he's going for a basic planes. He doesn't want to get set out of the game
with Blood Moon.
With Blood Moon.
Though I imagine Blood Moon came out of Jacob's deck. It doesn't seem particularly strong. Okay, here comes Jace the Mind Sculptor.
We have a Wincon.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here we go, brainstorming.
Brainstorm.
There's Meddling Mage, there's Swords to Plowshares, and there's a Scalding Tarn. Alright, so he has Humility in hand as well, so he's going to shove back some cards, probably that Terminus.
Yeah, Terminus going on top of the library, and I guess that's Sword of Plowshare as well.
Yeah, I'd probably bin the Swords to Plowshares here in the situation. What he's got to wonder, I think I would probably put the Terminus on top here. Simply because the most scary card from
the Sword of Plowshare is a dead card at the moment because there's a
Chalice
on 1.
But I would put the Terminus on top here in this situation because you have Counterbalance in play and he has Inferno Titan in his deck.
Yeah.
So we got Jacob in the tank. This would be a great spot to land Inferno Titan, honestly. It'd immediately slay Jace. Here we go. 2 mana.
And
4.
2.
And Chalice of the Void for 2.
Why do you reveal the card?
Because it counters it.
Oh yeah,
because it's converted mana. Because there's 4 when it's on the stack. Those of you unfamiliar.
Was he expecting with it?
Humility? No. And you expecting Chalice for 2? No, I think he just lucked out.
He's pretty happy about that.
Oh yeah, you gotta be happy anytime you win a blind flip. So here we go. Jacob, Dan's really in the driver's seat here, I think. Meddling Mage coming to play. I don't know what it's naming, but I can imagine it's probably named Sneak Attack.
Yeah.
Though, maybe you want to name answers to Ensnaring Bridge because you already have Sneak Attack kind of covered.
Yeah, with a.
Maybe you want to name Inferno Titan because Inferno Titan can kill Meddling Mage.
Right.
That was always the dilemma, wasn't it?
But
I'm sure he's going to go for Sneak Attack again, though, because it did him so well in Game 1.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's the right thing to name here.
Would you keep on? I don't know, because Inferno Titan just kills Jace
Inferno Titan
and
can
stick it there, and it's just stick there, but there's a copy of Wear and Tear in hand. So we remind that Wear that is red costs 2. So it can still destroy the artifact.
Yeah.
So that's another reason for countering that Chalice of the Void.
So here we are. Yeah, we're here in the kind of like tricky long game. The end game for Dan. He's trying to just piece together a way to kill his opponent in this situation. Jacob's truly like sitting on very little action at this point in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
So,
putting 2 cards back, not putting the Terminus back, which is interesting.
Like before, he named Sneak Attack.
Yeah. Then Jacob draws a mountain for his turn.
So he has a copy of Through the Breach in hand.
It doesn't do much when your opponent's got a Ensnaring Bridge in play, though.
Yeah.
I just wonder what Jacob can do in this situation. I assume he brought in the Shattering Sprays. Also, Trinisphere just doesn't seem like it does very much in this situation.
Nah. Defense Grid is good, but Trinisphere is not.
The Defense Grid is good, yeah. So he comes to land and he's just sacrificing that.
Sacrifice. Without even taking
if he's not even adding mana, that's really strange to me.
So I think I saw another copy of Chalice of the Void in end,
Yeah.
but he didn't want to play it just because
I think it locked him
it's
out of his outs.
yeah, he knows that Pyroclasm is good and he doesn't want to die for
Here we
10
have
times of mage
Dan
attacking him.
standing up and leaving the table for some reason. I think he wants to ask a question away from
The
the table.
judge.
Yeah.
So while we have a few minutes,
Yeah.
I'd like to announce that there will be another league after this,
Yeah, that's a
another
follow-up
legacy league.
league. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's another thing that we are organizing with Isaac Egan and Thomas Salita
Yep.
from the Highlander League
The modern
and
league.
the Modern League. We're going to organize an invitational.
Yep.
So are going to organize 4 league each in the next year, so
Yeah,
in
so
2015.
So there'll be 12 leagues
12 leagues
run, and there'll
total,
be
yeah,
four leagues across four.
the 3 formats.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
And there will be a system of assignation of invitational points
yeah.
that will lead you to get to the top 24 of the list
So
of
the invitation will be
invitation.
top 24
Yeah.
players. Okay.
Each player that wins the league will get directly invited
Yep.
to the final, and the final will be just free
Yep.
of charge.
And
So
split format.
split format. There will be a multi-format. So 3 rounds of legacy, 3 rounds of modern, and 3 rounds of Highlander. We don't
Yeah.
know yet.
What order it'll be in?
Yeah, what order? But it will be like 6 rounds of Swiss and 3 rounds of
Yep.
top 8.
Here we go. We're back in the game. Yeah. We've got Dan's come back from the table. He's fate sealed Jacob, left defense grid on top of his deck, and Jacob's actually played defense grid for 2 mana while Trinisphere's in play. He probably needs to pay another mana for that, which would cost him his Sandstone Needle. It's pretty irrelevant at this point, but we might want to back that up.
I think it's relevant because he has to sacrifice the.
Yeah,
the land.
it's very relevant if he wants to cast it.
Yeah.
But at this point, I wonder how far past we are. We're probably not a full turn cycle away, but
I think that
Mr. Producer.
since Jacob didn't have another land in hand, he shouldn't have played that mountain before.
Oh yeah, definitely not. I would definitely have kept my
Yeah.
my thing in play. So that defense grid in play was that played for 2 mana through Chalice through Trinisphere. I mean, you're not allowed to do that. Just
Correct.
communicating with that guy on the floor who's sitting next to the match. He's probably going to make his way over there now, but we might be
It's quite
a little bit far gone at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. We got it being stopped. Yeah, there we go. All right, fixed. All right.
Fix that.
No worries.
I think that it would be hard anyway to get out of this situation.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, this is again the long fumbling end game of
Yeah.
blue white countertop. If I was in Daniel's seat here, all I would be doing is fate sealing and shipping the turn back.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be thinking about doing anything else. I'd be trying to get
Oh,
out
well,
of here
you
with
can
my first
see-
place prize as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah, you can still attack with.
That's true. He could try and coast to coast here again. Yeah. He could try and synchronize it perfectly.
Yeah.
So he ultimates Jason coast to coast. There we go. Ancient Tomb.
Yeah, he saw that from the Fate Sealing.
Yep. Not much chance of anything good happening here for Jacob.
So there's also Sensitive One in top in hand
Yep.
for Daniel.
Yep. Jacob down to 16 life.
I think we are going to see Jace just
Are
killing.
we fate sealing again? Please tell me we're fate sealing again. Nope. We have not fate sealed. We brainstormed. Jacob just ships it back, so whatever. Like I said, a long fumbling endgame.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I can't see very much that Jacob can possibly do in this situation.
I
mean, he could definitely get it.
Pyroclasm, Shattering Spree.
Well, now he can't shatter it because he has top and counterbalance.
Yeah, that's it.
So he just flips top on top and just counters it constantly. Here we are. Two titans of the game staring at one another. Who will blink first? Fate
No
sealing.
activation of Success Dividing Top at the end of the
Wow,
game.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Save
just-
time.
Yeah.
Fate seal him. There we go. Keep it. It's a mountain. Yeah. Enjoy.
Well, now you can.
All right. Turn getting shit back. Dan remembers this time that he's going to top. It's fine. I'm sure it's actually just negative value. It'll just top in a situation. He also has 2 Force Wheels in hand currently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no way out.
I see no escape here. There's triple Force Will in hand, for heaven's sake. Why don't we talk more about your invitational? What's going on?
Yeah. So we'll be starting from the next leagues that are starting. There's the Modern League in a couple of weeks. Is going to
Yep.
set off, and the Legacy League is going to start pretty much after that.
Cool. Yeah.
And yeah,
So
they
all the
run-
leagues are going to be synchronized. They're going to be running relatively
Yeah.
simultaneously. Winner of all of them. Oh, hang on. Have we got the game being broken open? I believe we have seen a hardcast Simeon Spirit
Simian
Guide.
Spirit Guide.
Dan's topping. He needs to find a solution to this snap. If he's going to try and flip that counter spell, nah, he's probably just going to Swords to Plowshares it.
Yeah, there's a sport.
Actually, he has an embarrassment of riches here.
Yeah. He doesn't even untap the white mana.
Doesn't even need to untap it. Yes, here we go. We continue to Fate Seal. Is that a Grizzlebrand?
Yep.
You can keep it. To be perfectly fair, I would. Nah, there's no way I would.
Nah, there's no way out.
Put that in the bottom. It is probably one of the parts that would get Jacob there, but it requires so much more to go on before
Yeah.
that, and that clearly isn't happening.
It would already have taken action before.
Yeah, I agree.
So exile that, attack for 2, no life
Yeah.
change. Well, there
There will be a
few
life change.
but it just
Yeah.
stays the same.
Here we go. Drawing Gristlebrand for Jacob. And we're going to ship back, and what we're going to see is an ultimate of Jason Mind Sculptor.
Yeah.
Yep, here we go, taking 2. A Seething Song.
Seething Song.
He goes, Jacob's recognized that this is his last chance. He needs to figure out what's going on. Here we go, we have a top activation.
Yeah.
So, yep, cannot be counted. That's true.
Yep.
This is the way it is, and always shall be. The double defense grid in play is really kind of like, doing its
yeah.
work here.
So probably
So maybe we can see something going on. How many cards are in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can attack with Gristlebrand here. He can through the breach in Gristlebrand.
Yeah.
Can he?
Oh.
All right, we got a bit of action here.
There's a change in
The double defense grid. The Gristfather.
Right.
John Grissom.
It could have.
Hey, here we go. Paying 7 life. Drawing 7 cards. Here we go.
Looking for Shattering Spree,
Oh yeah, almost definitely.
but it doesn't do much because there's a Sensitive Divine in top there.
He doesn't know that maybe Dan misses it.
Yeah. Anyway, Jace is going down to
Yeah.
6. That's a big part in this.
Yep. It's funny that he sorts.
coming.
It's funny that he sorts the plowshare that
Yeah, you
Sensei.
cannot cast the Sword of Plowshare now.
he can't say sorts the plowshare, but it's
Does
funny
it?
that he swords the thing when he can just keep 6 mana up and keep his Force of Will up.
Yeah.
But I mean, here we go, bang.
Down to 6.
Oh, we're gaining 7 life, and then
Down to 12.
so
I
Hang
want
on, we
to
want-
do something.
I would
before.
probably draw 7 cards here.
Yeah. There's. What's the point in drawing 6 cards?
Drawing 7, so that I
Seven
have
cards.
to. Assuming I didn't have anything to get me out of that bridge next turn. He's pretty comfortable with his 7 here.
Yeah.
It seems.
This card's to sneak attack.
Yeah, but he can't play sneak attack. He has a meddling agent play still.
Yeah, that's why I discarded that.
Oh, of course he discarded them. Sorry, yes.
So probably he's going to play.
If I was Dan, I wouldn't play a single thing. I would up Jace and attack.
but probably now he's just scared about that.
Yeah, he's definitely like got vague reasons to be concerned, but I think I'd probably just play humility. Humility might be the lock piece I need. Oh,
Oh, it's just this card.
he didn't attack
He
or
didn't
up
even
Jace
attack.
or anything like that. Okay,
What's
all
going
right.
on?
I don't know.
He's just tilt out.
It's the problems that he's freaked out. He freaked out that the through the breach resolved and his Jace got attacked.
Oh, this is Inferno Titan. If
Inferno
there's-
Titan can get in underneath the bridge. Get in
But
underneath the
there's-
bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got 6 mana up here.
6 mana up.
So he can pay for both defense grids.
Yeah. The problem is maybe
5/6. Here comes
he should
just
wait.
hardcasting Inferno Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just going to get snapped off with the Force of Will. Pitching counterspell and paying 6. Yeah.
He should have waited for the Cavern of Souls probably.
Oh, if he has another one in hand, then it's reasonable. And also time is running out.
Yeah.
Like,
Now
this is kind of
now
this is
Daniel
sort of his window.
is down to 5 cards.
Yeah. Has the other top.
Yeah.
So we have three tops in between the hand and the graveyard and the battlefield. Through the bridge.
Through the
I
bridge.
doubt
Do you
that's
want
going
to
to
give
be.
it that.
I think that's going to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
A good choice.
Jacob getting attacked down to 10. Yeah, so Dan's back on track now after a one-turn hiccup of, forgetting to do anything at all. I don't know. I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but I don't know how you can have a turn of Magic where you just forget to do everything. Like you just draw the card and ship it. I mean, you have all these things in play. You've been doing these things every time.
Concentrating on I want to counter the next spell.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess. Here comes a Scalding Tart off the top of Dan.
Attack. Before attack, I want to do something. Probably
Here
play,
comes a bunch of mana getting tapped for no reason. No, we're fate sealing.
Yeah.
Yep, 9 counters, leaving it on top. That's not a good sign for Jacob.
So he's going to play another Sensitive on in top probably.
I don't know why.
Just to
Do something? To get under the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
He's not.
No,
Okay,
yes,
alright.
7 cards, 7 lands.
Yeah, just letting Griselbrand through the bridge. It's okay.
Yeah.
Giving the opponent a sporting chance.
Now he cannot still attack with Griselbrand because he has 5 cards,
Oh, he only has 5, does he?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, because he forced a will last
Yeah.
time, didn't he? Of course.
and he played the land after that.
Yep. Here we go. Will he remember to attack? Will he remember to up Jace? Or will he decide to brainstorm? Yes, he's going up. We're deciding. I don't know what it is. It's going to the bottom, I think.
He's watching his hand. Yeah.
Up to the bottom. Okay, so we got a 1 random draw to get through this wall of counter magic. And it's 13 counters on Jace, I believe.
Yeah. So.
Is it 13 to
7
ultimate?
cards? I think that Meddling Mage is going to win before. Jace
Before
is
the
going
Jace
to win.
decking, yeah. There's Cavern.
Okay. Does he have the Inferno Titan?
I hope so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, 10 mana. Okay, he's going to use one of the
I don't know why you would tap the one that dies.
4.
That's 5. He's cutting through the bridge.
to the
Okay.
bridge.
So he can still cast Inferno Titan in this situation. I think he's just trying to bait a bit of action and 6 mana here. Yeah. And now does he have Inferno Titan to follow up?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nope.
He just wanted to put down Griselbrand.
Yeah. Writing's on the wall here for Jacob.
Yeah. 3 more attacks from Meddling Mage and that's
Yeah.
it.
It's funny that this blue-eyed miracles matchup. I play Sneak and Show a lot in Legacy. I play the blue red version of the deck that Jacob's playing. And this Miracles matchup's interesting.
Yeah.
I think their best card against it is Caracas. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, anyway, you have counter spells.
Yeah, you have
and
counter spells and deck manipulation. Here
Yeah.
you're just kind of, cursed to kind of like do what your deck tells you. Here we go. We have a top and we
a top
whiffing
on top.
the fourth top. Yep. Draw land, put in the play. Up Jace. Attack for 2.
You can also down Jace.
I mean, you could if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Bounce that meddling mage, get it back, replay it, name sync it again.
No, I mean down to 0 because he was on 12.
Oh, it's a 12 to ultimate. I
Yeah.
thought it was 13. Okay.
13 is the point that he gets until when it gets down to 1.
Oh, it goes
So
to 1 when you ultimate
it's
it.
minus 12.
Okay.
So you sacrifice your Jace to.
I've never seen a planeswalker that has it's so complete. Jace is so complete.
Yeah,
Like
it's
every
too
ability
good.
is actually great. It all works perfectly together. Like it's
Probably is one of the few planeswalker that just get a lot of ultimatum.
yeah, it gets ultimated more than any
Yeah.
other planeswalker. Yeah, definitely.
It's just everybody plays for that.
Yeah, because it's a legitimate endgame. Okay, here we go. We have a
concession,
I think we actually killed himself with Ancient Tomb. There.
Yeah, you cannot do that, but
Suicide. And that's it.
Matthew choose the same way to die.
Yeah, that's right. Seppuku fell upon his own sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Okay,
we're going back to
so-
us in the booth here. So,
Welcome back.
yeah, welcome back to the booth. Congratulations to Daniel Househouse.
Whose house?
Whose house? All right.
To Daniel.
Yeah, congrats to Daniel for winning the league. He's the proud recipient of a shiny new Tundra. Well,
Yeah.
not a foil one because they don't
Well,
exist.
it's not
but-
new, but he has
Yeah.
almost 20 years.
Yeah, and almost 20 years. A fine vintage. A fine vintage.
It's good. It's good anyway that players just play for this. So
Yeah.
going until the end, it was good.
Yeah, and great run by Jacob making it all the way here as well.
Yeah.
He's, you know,
It's going
his-
to get
his
a
deck
Bayou
is
as well.
interesting. Yeah, he's going to get a
he's going
Bayou.
to be
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so, congratulations on running your first league successfully, by the
Thank
way.
you very much.
It's
Hope,
clearly a lot of work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there will be a lot of work in the next one as well.
Yeah, and so just you want to restate your kind of like league,
Yeah,
the league invitational idea.
yeah. Basically, it's just an idea that we had to make something for players to just keep on concentrating all year long, getting like rewarded at the end of the year
Yeah, that's
for
right.
what they did for the
Yeah, so your
last 12 months.
Yeah, exactly. Rewarding
You
people
play-
who've done consistently well
Yeah.
through these leagues, and these leagues are all eternal formats, so Modern, Highlander, and Legacy.
Yep.
Yep, and they're going to feed the invitational at the end of the year, which will be split format.
Yeah.
And so all the winners make it through for every league, and
That's
then
correct.
points accumulated through the Swiss and top 8 based on match wins will go to the extra slot.
Yeah, there will be a couple of extra bonus that we are going to decide in the next few weeks.
Yeah, the details will
next
get
few
hammered
days.
out.
Yeah, but there will be just the details on each league page on Facebook.
Yeah.
So just check out and
Yeah.
you will be seeing.
What's your league Facebook page? Is it Melbourne Legacy League?
Melbourne Legacy League?
We have Melbourne Highlander
League
and Melbourne Modern League as well. So if
Yeah.
you're interested in playing in any of these leagues, get on there like now because I think that applications are open and we're going to be starting them in the next couple of weeks.
Yep.
And so get on board with that because it's going to reward you for playing. And leagues are a good way to kind of like A, meet new people, B, play formats that you don't get to play very much in big tournaments, and generally just kind of play Magic and compete for prizes.
And have fun.
Yeah, they are fun. They're alright.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you very much
Yeah, thanks very
for
much
watching.
yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks for coming down and commentate with us
My pleasure.
today.
My pleasure.
We would like also to thank Games Lab for hosting
Yeah,
the
Games Lab for putting us up. Sneak and Show
Sneak
for
and Show
who are
for-
going to be the video is going to be hosted on sneakandshow.com.
So just check on sneakandshow.com to
Yeah.
see the recording of this
Yeah.
video.
Also, I'm going to plug my the podcast that I'm doing with a couple of friends, with Wilfie, who was here before,
Yeah.
and Sammy Brent. GasMTG.com or GasMTG on Facebook. You can go like us there. We're going to starting to put out a little bit of kind of like audiovisual content for Magic and stuff
Sweet.
like that. So there's a whole bunch of kind of like Magic content coming out of Melbourne at the moment, and you should just try and like get in touch with it. And we're all around on social media and talking and hanging out. So
So whatever we need is just the support from players.
yeah, exactly. Now we just need players to play Magic. All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Have a good night.